Welcome back to the Purdue Dynasty here on College Football 26, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're taking on the number 16 ranked Illinois Fighting Illini in a big rivalry game for the Purdue Cannon, I believe it is for. I think it is for the Purdue Cannon. Last year, Purdue lost this game to a score of 50-49 in a overtime thriller. It was the Ryan Brown game. It was the game that Ryan Brown showed up and showed out, and fans were clamoring for Ryan Brown to be their starter after that. Now some fans are clamoring for Ryan Brown's benching. What do I know? This is actually a really good team. They earned their number 16 rank. They're really good all around. Have really good receivers. Has a good tight end. They're down their top receiver to Hudson Clement, who is a transfer from West Virginia. So we don't got to worry about him. We don't have to worry about him taking the top off our defense. But we got to worry about Sanders, Bowick. Just got to work those two are the fastest. I think Dixon has speed too, because they're down there like their number 3 receiver as well too. But this is a good team overall. Nothing to laugh at. Like, this team is nothing to sneeze at. I think we can do it though. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, Ross-Ade Stadium is packed to the brim. This is a sold out crowd, and they want to see their Boilermakers win this game. The Purdue Boilermakers come in this game 2-2, while the Illinois Fighting Illini come in at 4-1. Purdue has dropped their last 2 games to USC and Notre Dame, and I think Illinois' loss came to Notre Dame. I'm not gonna lie. I think they lost to Notre Dame. Something to check later on, perhaps. However, Purdue team is out here. They're excited and they are ready. Here we go. And as I was saying, they did lose this game last year. Purdue is the all-time leader though, as we have Altmaier come out here on 2nd and 7, and that's a dump off to the receiver Justin Bowick on the play. 1st and 10 now coming up. That's going to be a play action to the running back, and it's going to be a tight end. It's going to be a quick throw to the tight end. That is Tanner Arkin on the play. Arkin in motion here on the play. And it's going to be a handoff to Laffery. Aiden Laffery now on the play there, and Laffery gets about a gain of 10 on the play. Altmaier back to pass. Larkin in motion again, and that's going to be a catch there. That one is Mario Sanders on the play. Out of the pistol, it seems this time. It's going to be a handoff, no play action to Laffery, but this time, after the holding penalty, they get a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 11 now, coming up for the Illini. And it's going to be back to pass, and he's going to be sacked on the play. Demeco Kennedy, out of all the defensive players this team has, all the pass rushers this team has, they put one of the big defensive tackles here, but very athletic defensive tackles, edge on that play. And this time, look at how he just takes down Altmaier in the face of pressure. And now it's time for Purdue to come out on the field now, as Ryan Brown is out of the gun. Maccabee to the left. It's going to be a quick screen there to Ahmad Branch on the play. I think that's Branch's first catch of the season. Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 now. Come up now time. That's a catch there by Maccabee on the play. And that will bring us a fresh set of downs. Brown back to pass. Brown, big catch there from Nitro Tuggle. That one kind of floated in the air there for a little bit. Thought it was going to be intercepted. Maccabee now gets the carry. Maccabee gets the first down. Enough for the first down. And now it's Brown back to pass. Looks like they're setting up screen here. Maccabee on the catch. Maccabee has enough for the first down and more. Devin Maccabee with a good play there on the screen. Maccabee now up to 30 yards on 2 catches here. And Purdue is driving. 1st and 10. Brown back to pass. Brown looking hit as he throws. And that is a good catch there from the transfer from Tulsa, Corey Smith here on the play. Yeah, Morissette in motion. And it's going to be a quick pitch out to Morissette. And Morissette not able to get anything on the play. A loss of 1 on the play. That's 2nd and goal. Ball from the 5-yard line. Brown making some adjustments on the play. And that adjustment benefited us. It's a touchdown. Nylon Morissette on the slant. And Purdue is up 7-0 here. And now it's Altmaier making adjustments at the line. Altmaier back to pass. Altmaier dumping it off to the receiver. That is Bowick on the play. And that will do it for the first quarter of action as Purdue goes into the second quarter with a 7-0 lead. Lafferty on the play. Lafferty gets a carry of about 1 or 2 on the play as he was stopped down. Now 3rd and 7 now coming up. Purdue looking for a stop, but there's a big gain there from the receiver. Bowick on the play. Gain about 33 on the play. And it's going to be play action once again. There's going to be the other receiver, Mario Sanders II. 1st and 10 now coming up for the Illini. They are in the red zone here. Lafferty going up left-hand side. Lafferty loses 1 on the play. 2nd and 9 coming up on the play. That's going to be play action there. Altmaier breaks 1 tackle, but gets taken down. 3rd and 11 now coming up for this defense and offense. And he's going to the end zone looking for a man over. Goodness, batted away. I believe he was looking for Colin Dixon on that play. And they are forced to settle for 3. Brown back to pass. Brown. Well, what a catch there from Morissette on the play. Handoff to Maccabee. And Maccabee with a big gain there on the play. And now Merriweather in the game as Maccabee takes a breather. Merriweather gets a carry. Merriweather gets 2 in the game play. And Maccabee back in. Good play there. Then Chauncey Magwood there as Brown was back to pass. Out of the gun, this team, as an air raid team, they stay in the shotgun a lot. There's going to be Michael Jackson from the play. And Michael Jackson off the slant into the end zone. 40-yard touchdown for Purdue. Purdue extends the lead from 14-3. Good play there from Michael Jackson. And good play there from Ryan Brown, noticing that Michael Jackson had the separation there. And then he just uses his speed to get in the end zone from 40 yards out. Big play there. And now Purdue is up. And you just got to think that they're feeling the pressure here. You're down 14-3, almost at the half. And there's a big play there. Sanders on the play. 1st down. And they're looking to go into the 2-minute timeout. Handoff Lafferty. And Lafferty gets nothing on the play. 2nd and 10 now coming up. It's going to be a dump off the Lafferty. And it gets nothing on the play. There was just nothing there. Hershey McLaurin on the stop. Stopping Lafferty in the backfield. 3rd and 14 coming up. They're just looking for anything. Lafferty breaks 1 tackle. Looking to break a 2nd and 3rd. Not able to. But here they are for the big kick here. This one's about 58 yards. And the kick is good. Big 50-plus yard kick there. And Kent State is up 7-0 over Oklahoma. We'll keep an eye on that. Up 14-7 over Oklahoma. We'll keep an eye on that as Lateral Tuggle takes a catch here as Purdue is trying to go down the field before the halftime. And that is another catch there. That was Charles Ross on the play, I believe. Brown back to pass. Brown finding Maccabee on the screen again. Maccabee getting the 1st down. Maccabee able to get out of bounds here on the play. Ryan Brown back to pass again. Brown looking, and it's caught. No, intercepted. That is going to be Caleb Peterson on the play. And Peterson is going to take this one to the house, looking for Ross on the play. And he finds Caleb Peterson. That's a pick 6 for Illinois. And they're going to take that one into the half. They're going to go into the half down by 1, 14-13. I get what Brown was thinking, trying to get Ross on a corner route there, but Patterson was just lurking and waiting for it. It's like Patterson followed his eyes, knew what he was going to do, and it is now a 14-13 lead here for Purdue. Still up by 1. Purdue was trying to get in the field goal range, like they were trying to get in field goal range so they can get 3 more, so they can make it a 17-3 game. But instead, it's a 14-13 game as Caleb Patterson just pretty much lurks him into the pick. Like he baited him into the pick. Perfect play. Like you can't defeat that. Can't beat that. Just a beautiful play there from Caleb Patterson on the play. But Brown looking to throw that, put that behind him. Brown back to pass. Brown gets hit and sacked down. Big play there from the defense from Illinois as Nitro Tuggle gets all that sack yardage back. Brown back to pass. Ryan Brown looking and almost intercepted again. And there's a flag on the play. That was 3rd down. This is going to be holding. They're going to decline it, and we are forced to punt the ball back to Illinois. Altmaier out of the gun, handing it off. No, it's going to be a QB keeper option with Lafferty, but Sean Seabrooks takes him down, and they registered as a sack when it should not be. It was an option run. QB took the option, and he was taken down behind the line. I don't even think he even lost yards, honestly. 3rd and 9 now coming up for Altmaier. Altmaier back to pass. Altmaier looking. Altmaier finds his tight end. Tanner Arkin on the play. Excuse me. Altmaier back to pass again. There's Lafferty on the play. Lafferty finding some yardage on the play. Gain of 8 for that one. He has been struggling all day long. And there's Lafferty on the play. Another good game. Some of us say he's been struggling. He gets 2 decent runs on us. Altmaier back to pass, and then he gets a good pass on us. Gain of 5 there. Going to be a handoff to Fegan, and Fegan gets a gain of about 3. And they're going to kick this one, lining it up there for an easy kick. And Illinois has taken the lead over the Boilermakers. 16-14. Quick pass to Charles Ross, and Ross gets spine busted on the play. Well, it'll be a handoff. Maccabee looking for some yardage there. Maccabee gets a gain of 5 on the play. 3rd and inches now coming up. It's going to be Thomas on the play, and Thomas able to get the 1st down for Purdue. 2nd and 10 now coming up for Purdue. It's going to be Merriweather on the play again. Merriweather gets a good gain there. Good gain of 5 on the play for Merriweather. Back to pass again, looking for Ross. And they love having Ross on that screen play. That is one thing Purdue loves doing. They like hitting Charles Ross on the screen. Morset on the slant is something else they love hitting. And that will do it for the 3rd quarter. As we go into the 4th quarter, here is your top 25 rankings. Illinois fans are happy and rowdy. Some of them heckling Purdue fans as they go into this 4th quarter. We have a whole quarter to play. 16-14. Hand off. Morset. Excuse me. Maccabee slipping one play. Maccabee was slipping tackles there. Able to get the 1st down. Hand off to Luca Pusinelli. Pusinelli with a touchdown. Purdue. And Purdue retakes the lead. And just like that, Ross Sade is back on their feet. I think that's Luca Pusinelli's 1st catch of the year. I think this is his 1st time seeing some extended in-game action, and he's in the end zone. The freshman with the big catch and able to give us the lead there, 26 yards out with 9 minutes remaining in the game. Illinois looking to retake the lead. 2nd and 6 now coming up for Illinois. Back to pass. That is going to be Colin Dixon on the play. 1st down, 1st and 10 now coming up for the Illini. And there's Lafferty. Not getting much. He hurdled one defender though. Not getting much on it though. 3rd and 5. Altmaier back to pass. Altmaier dumping it off to the tight end. That's going to be Arkin on the first down catch. 2nd and 10 now coming up as Illinois trying to gain themselves down the field, trying to make their way down the field. 3rd and 2 now coming up. And Ross 8 is rocking. Altmaier back to pass. Altmaier finds a man open, and Altmaier able to get the first down. Mario Sanders. Oh my goodness there. Let's not let this happen. Taken down behind the line. Hershey McLaurin on the play. I think that was Valentine on the run. 3rd and 10 now coming up with 3 minutes 56 seconds remaining. 3rd and 10. It's going to be, oh, goodness, beautiful play there. Behind the line, incomplete pass. 2nd and 11. Purdue just needs to run this clock out to preserve the upset. Maccabee not able to get anything on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 13 now. 3rd and 13 now. Brown snaps the ball. Brown looking. He finds Caleb Patterson again. No way. Pick 6, and Ryan Brown throws his 5th touchdown of the game. As Illinois going to go for 2 here to try to make it a field goal game. Not sure what Ryan Brown was thinking on that play. But now, Ryan Brown, is your turn to be the hero. Dumping it off quickly. 2nd and 8 now. Coming up for Purdue. Taking it down. Throwing it down to the left-hand side. That'll be Nitro Tuggle on the play. Brown back to pass. Brown looking deep. Brown looking for Ross. And that one's batted away for Charles Ross. 3rd and 10 now coming up. Ryan Brown looking. Nitro Tuggle with the catch of the century. What a catch for Nitro Tuggle. Purdue almost in field goal range. Back to pass. Morset with a one-handed grab. This is in field goal range. What a catch for Denalon Morset, putting us in field goal range. And there's Morset again, but this time he drops the ball. 3rd and 11 coming up for Purdue. Looking. They find Morset. Morset not able to get the first down. 4th and 1 though. And this is what we wanted. 34 yards now. Spencer Porath looking. Trying to get the field goal off. The kick is up. And the kick is good. Purdue retakes the lead here in the 4th quarter with 36 seconds remaining. And if you saw that at the bottom, Oklahoma has taken the lead over Kent State. But this is about our game. There's another upset brewing here. 2nd and 10, 30 seconds remaining. Altmaier back to pass, finding Laffery. Laffery not able to get out of bounds. Illinois has no timeouts. 3rd and 7. They need to hurry up. Ross Aid rocking. Altmaier back to pass. Altmaier finds Laffery again. Laffery not able to get out of bounds again. 9 seconds. 4th down and 2. This is for the game. Trying to get a play from the sidelines. Altmaier back to pass. Altmaier throwing it as far as he can. It's caught by Sanders, but it doesn't matter because it's out of bounds and time is up. Purdue has done the upset. Spoilermakers once again. What a game by Ryan Brown, ladies and gentlemen. This Purdue team came out here and they upset the Illinois Fighting Illini. What a game. No, like really what a game. This is probably one of the most fun games I played here on College Football 26 at all. Excuse me, sorry about that. Yeah, like I was saying, this is one of the most fun games I played here on College Football 26. The game, I don't know what to say. We got our win back. We got the win deservedly so, as Tuggle led us in receiving with Morset, followed by 7 catches for 45 yards, and then Maccabee with 3 for 44. And Luca Pucanelli. I have to figure out how to say his name because I want to use him more. He's a freshman tight end. That I put a different tight end there because I really do think Moore drops a lot of balls. That's the problem. I think Moore drops a lot of balls, so I want to try out a different tight end. We have like a bunch of different tight ends, but he was there. I saw that he has decent catching. Don't think his speed is all there. He has decent catching. I wanted to put him out there in one of my formation subs, and lo and behold, get a touchdown out of him. So that happened. Want to try him out more. We'll see how that goes. But we got the win. We are Spoilermakers here today, and it's just really, really great. It's exciting that this Purdue team can get a big win like that. Did I think going in that Altmaier was like on it all day? Did I think going in that we were going to win this game? Absolutely not. I thought we were going to fall to 2-3 and then having to battle our way back facing Minnesota, Northwestern, and Rutgers, which is what our schedules, next 3 games in our schedule coming up are. I think Minnesota's our first road game. I think we're getting our first 2 road games actually. Minnesota, Northwestern. We're going to do a doubleheader for those. Just get them out the way. Want to try to get the season moving as fast as I can. You guys are getting this video on Wednesday, so let's make that next game Friday or Saturday. Let's make that doubleheader for Friday or Saturday. Shoot, it might already be done and edited by the time this video comes out. Who knows? But yeah, we upset Illinois, and I didn't think I could do it. Didn't think we can do it. As we look at the updated top 25 here, as Penn State lost. Penn State was number 1. They lost to UCLA. But as you guys can see, in the top 25, Missouri is 4-1. Wow. Illinois, number 16, was knocked out of the rankings due to their upset loss over Purdue, who is now 3-2. So here's a look at the recruiting. As you guys can see, what we're working with here. No commits yet, so nothing to report just yet. This is just what we're working with. As you guys can see, the 4-star running back that we're competing with Minnesota with. I mean, not Minnesota, Michigan with, excuse me. We'll see how that goes. Might have to beat Michigan for him though. I don't know. But this is what we got going on so far. I'm just working on different players, just working on seeing what I can do with different guys. Like scheduling some visits. As you can see, it's a bunch of 3-stars, it's a bunch of 2-stars. So even probably got some 1-stars over there. Kamani Russo though, definitely my top guy. My favorite guy here that I found. And I found him I was just looking again. Saying, hey, let me see if there's any 4-stars interested in Purdue. I think when I first found him, I was like 3rd on his list. So I was like, you know what? Let's go. Because he had no offers or anything. I offered him. Now we're up. And now this is where we are. But like I said, no recruits yet. Nothing solid yet. So next time, it will be Minnesota. It will be Northwestern. It will be a doubleheader. Hopefully a fun one. We are not fall. We are what? 3-2 now? Yeah, we're 3-2 now. So that's fun. The 3-2 Boilermakers will take on Minnesota, and then we'll take on Northwestern. Those are 2 hopefully wins. 2 easy wins, hopefully. Is what you would think. Anyway, yeah, if you guys are excited for this series, go ahead and like that video. Subscribe for more Purdue's content. And if you enjoyed the return of the Spoilermakers, because we did spoil Illinois, probably their playoff hopes. Who knows? If they won out, they're probably definitely a playoff team. So leave a like for the return of Spoilermakers, and subscribe to keep watching. Boiler up.